But don't believe an idea and a narrative that for 8 billion people on this planet, there's 8 billion different diets suited exactly for us, and you just need to find it. No, that's not the case. That's not the case. Every animal on the planet has its own food that it prefers, that it thrives on, and for the carnivores, that's meat, and we are one of them. Different, definitely hyper carnivores. There's so much data about it. We are the only species smart enough to produce our own food and dumb enough to actually eat it. So I have been eating as a carnivore for 100 days, and I would like to share with you some tips on how to start and how to focus and what to focus on. The equation stands meat plus salt plus water equals health. Pretty simple, right? For the direction, let's think like our ancestors. What they ate are big free roaming ruminant animals, and they drank fresh spring water. What's the closest we can come to? It will be ruminant meat, not necessarily grain, grass fed, grass finished, and the drink of choice would be water. So you can do beef, goat, lamb, bison, whatever you wish. They are the source of the prime protein, all the nutrients that we need, and they should be the staple of our diet. You can, like I do, right, have an addition of pork and chicken and eggs, butter, but they should be an addition, right? Pork has less nutrients because because the pig is not a ruminant animal, and the chicken can be too lean to start with, you know. But for the variety reasons, yeah, definitely have it, have the thighs, have the skin, enjoy. For the first 3 months, I would suggest not worrying too much about weight and the scale. Don't have too many weight or size or strength goals if you are attending the gym. You will definitely lose some weight initially because your body will drop some water as your glycogen stores deplete. But try to adhere to the diet as best as possible, and the results will come. There's a phase of, already said, 1 to 3 months in which your body adapts. Not only adapts, but if you're doing it for the health reasons, it needs some time to go to the reparations through some healing. At first, low energy and mood for the first couple of weeks are normal, and they're sign of the keto adaptation, where your body produces more bile to absorb fat, because you haven't used fat so far as your fuel. You use carbs. But if you do have huge muscle cramps and like your energy drop is too significant or for too long, definitely you can supplement some electrolytes. Otherwise, you don't have to. I didn't have any problems with keto adaptation, with the keto flu, as commonly known. But after, I say, 7 to 8 weeks, I started to experience some energy swings, and it was because I didn't eat enough fat. So I increased my energy levels with fat intake. How much should you eat? You should eat to satiety, and until you're comfortable enough, until meat changes taste, which will be quite easy to recognize. What I eat ground beef, eggs, and butter, and bacon. So BE, right? Beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. They give me some variety. I experimented some phase with no butter, no eggs, and I added them in, and there's no difference. Definitely in the start, there's a phase where you are relearning your hunger signals, and there's a chance of undereating. You will go, especially if you are overweight and you have fat stores in your excess fat stores. And I'm fairly skinny, so I did track macros, did calories intake for the sake of me having to establish a baseline on how much I eat on a day. But I was still eating to satiety. I was still listening to my body, right? I wasn't forcing anything. Maybe a bite or two. There's really no need to track macros. But in the start, you can do not undereat, so you don't undereat, because undereating is very, very far from ideal, even for the people that have excess fat, because you affect your metabolism and hormones. Don't fear gaining weight if you're eating meat. There's testimonies of even women of a very small frame eating like 4 to 5 to even 6,000 calories, all coming from fat like butter and fatty meat, and not gaining weight, because your body is using this energy, this food, to heal, and once it's done, it will tell you, to drop a little bit your food intake. There's no really need for grass-fed or grass-finished or the organs. You can do them if you like, if they taste good to you. For me, I tried liver and I don't really care for it, so I don't do it. There's really no need for it. If you like dairy and you're dairy tolerant and you are not dairy intolerant, be my guest. Try some cheese, creams, and yeah, I would advise going like a little bit having a phase without them and then introducing them to see how it affects your body. For me, I had some Parmesan cheese which has like 0 carbs, so it's only fat, and I had some reactions to it, like zits and brain fog for a week or two. I get that we have different backgrounds and we come from different diets, so this will give a path to a unique journey of yours, 100%. Yes, some time ago, 10 to 20,000 years ago, I guess, we became omnivores, but that is really a fraction of a time in human history, last minute on a 24-hour clock. With agriculture, we made cheaper food, easily distributed, easily stored. We fed the poor, we fed the most people, but the consequence is deterioration of our physical and mental health, and shorter and more miserable lifespans. Dear carnivores, if you only have access to ground beef, like I do, or it's the most convenient way of eating, like it is for me, then I suggest you check out the free PDF file in the description, where I explain protein to fat ratios. Do you need to know them? No, but it's good to know the logic behind it, or you can use just apps which are somewhat accurate. Okay, stay strong.